Govinda, 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 Govinda.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Krishnatarian way of cooking. So today I am going to share with you another Ayurvedic recipe. Now this recipe is called chole sabji. Chole curry, you can call it chickpea curry also. These beans are also called as garbanzo beans and they are very good for pacifying the pitta and the kapha constitution in the body. Vata people should consume it moderately. So let's first proceed towards the recipe. So here overnight I had soaked nearly 1 cup of chickpeas in a nice ceramic bowl, and that was with 5 cups of water. It was warm filtered water. In that I added nearly 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. The soaking time is needed more than the moong or any other lentils because this is a little harder bean. It takes nearly 12 hours for nicely soaking the beans. I will be discarding this water and giving it one rinse. So chickpeas or garbanzo beans, they are very nice for lowering the cholesterol level in the body. It also reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases. These beans are really very good for diabetic people, and due to its high fiber content, beneficial bacteria in the gut metabolizes the fiber in the colon, and this produces short chain fatty acids. Now after washing, I have put these beans in a ceramic pot. You can use even steel pots or some other kind of traditional pots. Because the beans have been soaked for such a long time, the cooking time will reduce to a very low %. Now I will add nearly 5 cups of water to it. And in order to soften the beans nicely, I will be adding nearly 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Adding baking soda is helpful for the beans to become extremely soft, and also this speeds up the process of cooking. One point to be noted about this is that all the spices and the herbs I'm using in here will be useful for all the 3 doshas, but at the same time I would request the Vata people, the people with more airy constitution, they should try to consume beans and lentils in a moderate proportion in their meal. Especially these meals should be taken during the afternoon time instead of in the night time, because it is throughout the day it gets easy to digest. So now I added the baking soda. Now I'm going to give it a stir, and then I will cover it with a lid and I'll let this cook on medium heat. The total time it took me to cook these beans was nearly 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now I will show you how nicely the beans have cooked. This is how we want the beans texture to be, completely soft. So I'll just press them and show you. Yeah, this is it. So I'm going to put it back in, and then I will be simmering the heat like completely on low, and then I'll let it cook, and by that time we'll prepare the sauce for it. So now in this skillet I have taken nearly 1.5 tablespoons of ghee. Now ghee, as you know, is very good for all the 3 doshas. Now one point to be noted is, especially for Vata people, if you will use sesame oil, that will be best for you because this will help pacify your Vata more. So if you don't want to use ghee, if you're a vegan, then you can use sesame oil here. Now I have used here 1.5 tablespoon of ghee, and I have lowered the heat completely. Try not to use high heat for Ayurvedic cooking at all. So now this heat is on low, and now I'm going to use nearly half teaspoon of mustard seeds here. Now after adding the mustard seeds, because I have kept the heat on low, I will be covering it with a lid, and through that heat the mustard seeds will splutter faster. So now here I have taken 1 red dry chili. Now make sure that this cayenne or this red dry chili has all its seeds removed out. Now here I have taken nearly 1 tablespoon of coriander seed. So what I'm going to do is ground the red dry chili and the coriander seeds together. So now as you see, the mustard seeds have started spluttering. Now I'm going to use nearly 1.5 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Cumin seeds and coriander seeds goes well for all the doshas. Now I'm going to add the powder which I made of the coriander seed and the red chili. Now what you have to know that everything, all this sauteing has to be done on a low heat. You want to make sure that the spices are coated nicely with the ghee, but it's not overcooked or burnt. So just for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to add half teaspoon of hing. Now it's always recommended to use hing for any kind of beans or lentils because they are known to aggravate the vata or the air in the body. So hing helps pacifies that. Now I'm going to use nearly 3/4 cups of celery. This is a chopped celery. If you do not have celery, then you can even use cabbage. Cabbage or celery, it pacifies the kapha constitution. So now here I will be mixing it well, and then I'll be adding few teaspoons of water, and on low heat I will allow this celery to cook until the color changes. I have poured some water on the top of the lid too. This helps in the cooking process. I'm again mentioning that please make sure to keep the heat on low. Low heat helps to keep the flavor intact of the food. So now here I will be checking on the celery. I have been cooking this for last 5 minutes. So now our celery is nicely coated with the spices and also cooked, means change some color. So I will be adding 1 small tomato. Ayurveda recommends avoiding over consuming of these vegetables which are from the nightshade family, and tomato belongs to that family. So after mixing it well, I will be covering it with a lid and allow it to cook on low heat until the tomatoes soften. So now if you see, the tomatoes have cooked really well, and I will just use a spatula and then try to press on the tomatoes. And now I will be using 2 teaspoons, you can even use half tablespoon of ginger. Now this ginger, I did not cook it with the oil because it is good to add fresh ginger to the tomatoes or to the curry mixture, because it will be as it is getting cooked in the beans. So now ginger is known to be very digestive. It helps also to balance down or calm down the vata dosha. So after adding this, I will right away turn off the stove and then add this sauce to the beans. So these beans have been simmering on low heat. So I will be adding this tomato sauce I made, and then I will be mixing everything well. Now I like my beans little bit more mushed, so I like to always use a whisk so that I can blend it a little bit. If you do not like to do that, you can skip this particular step where I am actually giving it a whisk. I'm also using a masher and little bit pressing on the beans. It just makes the entire curry little thicker. That's what I like. Now I'm going to add nearly half teaspoon of turmeric powder, and then after that I will be adding nearly 2 teaspoons of Himalayan rock salt. This is a universal salt, so this is best. If you are more looking into the vata specific salt, then you can use the sea salt. I'm going to let this cook for nearly 10 minutes on low heat, and after the 10 minutes are done, I'm going to add nearly half cup of cilantro. Give it a stir and then again cook for 2 to 3 minutes. And then I will turn off the stove and then add nearly another half cup of chopped cilantro, or coriander leaves you call it. And just let it sit for 1 minute before serving it. This soup turned out very soothing, mild, If you would like to use more spices to it, then you can use the dry chili, like one more, and also you can use some black peppercorns, like 2 or 3, not too much. I hope you will try out this recipe, and please do leave your comments below if you like it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.